אך את הזהוב, ואת הכסף, ואת הנחושת, ואת הברזל, ואת הבדיל, ואת האפורס. כל דבר אשר יבוא באש, תעבירו באש, וטהר. אך במי נידו יסחטו. וכל דבר אשר לא יבוא באש, תעבירו במים. Rashi brings down the Gemara in Avodah Zorah, Dabayin Heyomid Beis. Ta'aviru bo'esh. Why do you have to put these utensils on fire? Why do you have to hit them? כדרך תשמישו הגעלותו. מה שתשמישו על ידי חמים, יגעילנו בחמים. ומה שתשמישו על ידי צולי, כגון השיפוט והאסקלו, ילבנו באור. This is the Hilchos Hagolas Kelim, to kasher the Kelim. The Pasuk says, Ach b'mei nido yischato, has to be cleaned from tumah with the water of a nido, which means, al pi pashtus, the kli touched a mess, a sheretz mess, you have to tovel the kli in the mikvah. Just like a person that touches a sheretz, a dead mouse, a dead cat, he must be tovel in the mikvah to become tohor. But the Gemara says over here that there's another din. Tanyo halokeach kli tashmish min anochrim. If somebody buys a kli tashmish from a goy, af al pi shemag'il umelavnon ba'ur, even if it kashers it, tzrichim tfilo be'arboim seo. He has to be megayer the kli. Mino hanimile. How do you know that? Omar rovo. We learn from Pashas Matos. Omar kro ta'aviru bo'esh vetoher. Hosif lecho akosov taharu acheres. Ve'eizo hi zu tfilo vetoher. Vetoher means bring into the mikvah. Vetoher. Kasher the kli and put it in the mikvah. Why does the Torah say vetoher? If it's talking about kashering a kli from a bliya, from ta'am isur, you should have said be kosher, not be taher. Usually taher means kontuma, and that is through tefillah b'mikvah. We don't find any place that through fire becomes tohor from tuma. So the Torah Tmima wants to be masber this Gemara. Vetoher means that you have to put the kli in water. It doesn't say any place in the Torah that you have to tovel a kli tashmish that comes from a goy. The merumas in today's Sedre. By the Mlchמת Midyan, all the kelim that you take, you have to tovel them besides machshir them from blias nevelo, blias macholos asuros. Why dafke by Mlchמת Midyan? We had so many milchomas before that. We had Mlchמת Sichon and Og, Sof Pashas Chukas. Doesn't say anything about the kelim, about the tefillah. Why is that so? This is the famous kasha of the Rishonim. The Shitas Da'az Zekanim from Ba'alei HaTosafos, they answer, what is the difference between Mlchמת Sichon ve'og and Mlchמת Midyan? Why Mlchמת Sichon ve'og there was no mitzvah of Tevilas Kelim, Masha'enken Mlchמת Midyan? He wants to say that Mlchמת Sichon ve'og was not in the city, was in the battlefield. There was no Kelim there. Masha'enken Midyan, we went into the city of Midyan, and over there, there's Kelim. Vayetzu likras Yisrael hamidbor, Rashi says over there, Omar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, מה אני מטריח על בוני כל זאת? לא צור על כל עיר ועיר? The Yidden should have to go into each city and city by Sichon and Og? נוסן בלב כל אנשי מלחמו לצאת מן הירוס ונזקפצו כולם למקום אחד. And everybody came together to loichem Yisrael in one place. The Melchoma was in the Sode, not in the ear. So the Daz Kelim in Bale Toisve says, over there was no Kelim. There was no reason to speak about the Kelim. Mashenke by Midyan, they went into Midyan, into the houses. They took everything, even the kelim. Only in Midyan, the Torah speaks about the halachos of the kelim. That's the shitos of Da'az Zekanim Upaletois. The Ramban wants to be mechadish. By Mlchמת Sichon says, Rak abehemo bozoznu lonu shalal heorim ashelochotnu. The same thing by Og. Shalal heorim bozonu lonu. It mashma they only took the behemoths. Mashenki by Midyan says, Vayeshu b'nei Yisrael es neshei Midyan. Es tapom, beskol behemtom, beskol miknehem, beskol chelom bozezu. What means kol chelom bozezu? Klei bishul. Everything. Masha'enken. By Sichon and Og doesn't say kol chelom. Shlal heorim doesn't say chelom. They only took aponim toivos, zov, and kesef. They did not take pots and pans. So the Ramban wants to say even stronger. Sichon and Og, the malochim from Emori, they are nachlas Yisrael. Aknani, Achitu, Huemoiri. And by Mlchמת Zayin Umos, it says in Pashas was Chanon, Ubotim Meleim Koltuf, and the Gemara in Chulin that Zayin says, Kadli de Chaziri Ishteriluhu. They were allowed to take everything, even Chazerim, even Nevelis, and eat it. Sichon and Og, Melech Emori, from the Shiva Ho'umos. Everything became mutar. Masha'enke Midyan. Midyan is not from the Shiva Umos. There's no heter from Botim Meleim Koltuf, Afilu Kadli de Chaziri. All they had to do is Nekomas Midyan, to take Nekoma what they did in Arbos Moav. They were mafkir the doors. There they took the sholol. They had an isur on the kelim. There's no heter of kadli the chaziri. Midyan is not like the Emori. That's the Ramban's approach. So we have an afkimino between Sichon and Og and Mlchemes Midyan. The problem is that the Shittas HaRambam at the beginning of Perek Ches of Hilchos Malochim, that even by Shivas Umos, by Emori, there is no heter to eat kadli the chaziri and to eat from the kelim that have blios from the goyim, if you can take kosher. If you have kosher, you cannot take treif. Over here they came back from the milchoma. The halacha should have been afilu by Sichon and Og. Once you come back for the milchoma, you have to kasher the kelim. You can say, becomes hutro, is a hutcho. That's the shittas Rambam. So the Ramban's teretz, according to the Rambam, tzorech yun. So the Minchas Osher wants to be metaret, al pi kushias haritvo. In Avodah Zorah the Samech. The Ritvo as a kasher, we know the klal is that a kli that is not ben yom mo was not used within 24 hours is parve, is kosher. That's midin Torah. Mistaber, all the kli in Mlchemes Midyan were not used within 24 hours. Were not bnei yomon. So the Ritvo as a kasher. If that's the case, if Minator is kosher, why did Moshe Rabbeinu tell them to kasher the kelim? Why did Elazar tell them to kasher the kelim? So the Ritvo wants to answer, because of this kasher, that by Midyan the mitzvah was to leave the young girls under 3 years old, not to kill everyone. Mashenke by Sichon you had to kill everyone, noshim vanoshim betav, even the small children, even babies. By Midyan they had to leave over those who were not ro'ui lebiyah yet, girls under 3 years old. They were cooking, they had to cook, they had to leave. Memela the kelim were bnei yomam, they were cooking all the time. Mashenke by Sichon and Og, they had to kill everyone. All the kelim were not bnei yomam, like the Ritvo says. They didn't have to kasher the kelim. Memelo, only by the mitzvahs, the commas of Midyan, the Torah gives the halocha of hagolas kelim, mashenken by Sichon and Og. Because by Sichon and Og they were not bnei yomam, mashenken by Midyan they were bnei yomam, and they had to be kashered. We still have to understand why the mitzvah of tfilas kelim was said by Mlchemes Midyan and not by Mlchemes Sichon ve'og. We just answer why the Hagolas Kelim, the Blias, but not why by the second Milchoma by Midyan, only then the Torah gives us the halachos of Tvilas Kelim. This is the kasha of the Shoel Umeshif. And he answers, Amori de Keteretz. A koho, from here you have to say that Tvilas Kelim is not Mina Torah, is Mida Rabbonon. And the Rabban says Meferish. It's only a smachto be'alma. Doesn't even say Meferish in the Torah. It says Betoher. And the Rambam says Meferish in Perek Yud Zayin on Hilchos Macholos Asuros Alocha Hei, Tfilo Zu Eino Elo Midivrei Sofrim. So the Shoel Umeshiv is based on the Ramban and the Rambam that Tfilas Kelim is only Miderabonon. In Sefer Gidulei Taharo, wants to be Mechadesh, a Chidush Niflo Meod. The Alocha is if a Goy was given Kesef or Zohov or metal to make a Kli, and the materials are from a Yid, from a Yisrael, that Kli does not need Tfilah. Shulchan Aruch Kuf Ches Se'iv Yud. So he wants to be Mechadish that Eretz, Sichon and Og belong to the Yidden, to Klal Yisrael. So anything you find over there, any Keli you find over there belongs to us. Even if the Goy stole it, the Melo doesn't need Tfilas Kelim. Av Chidush Niflo. And he based on a Gemara Bobek Basra Tavkuv Yutesmet Beis. Says in Pashas Vo'ero, Benosati Oso Lochem Morosho, Ani Hashem. Yerusho Hi Lochem Me Abosechem. That's a Gemara in Bobek Basra, and the Gemara in Avodah Zorah Nun Gimel Lamed Beis. How can we use any tree in Eretz Israel, any mountain in Eretz Israel? The Avodah Zorahs puzzles the place. They go and bow down to a mountain, the mountain should be also. How can we build a Beis HaMikdash on Har HaMoriah? Once a guy bows down to an Avodah Zorah, the Avodah Zorah is Osuro Bahano'o. That's the Gemara's kashe in Masechet Avodah Zorah. And the Gemara says, the klal is, Ein Odom Oser Dovashen Shelo. Eretz Yisrael belongs to the Ovos. Kilecho etneno. And the Goyim cannot answer something that doesn't belong to them. Memelo, Eretz Yisrael is Tehoro. Eretz Sichon ve'og is Eretz Ho'emori. That was promised to Avraham Avinu. So all the kelim that they have over there belongs to us. The material is ours. They turned it into kelim. They don't need tefillah. Mashe'enken Midyan, that doesn't belong to us. Now we have to toivel the kelim for Midyan. Minator. Sichon and Og from the Mori, all the materials is ours. And Odom The goy cannot ask for something that belongs to us. It's like we gave them the materials to do a keli. The keli doesn't need tefillah. Mashiach and Midyan doesn't belong to us. We have to toivel the kelim. According to this pshat, there's an interesting remez why Bnei Reuven, Bnei Gad, and Chatzi Menashe decided to stay in Chutz La'oretz, in Eretz Sichon and Oig, Eretz Ho'emori, after the Mlchemes Midyan, after the halachos from Tvilas Kelim. Why didn't ask this before? And the answer could be, says in Sefer Yemin Yosef, because by the Hilchos Tvilas Kelim, they learned the halacha, they saw the difference between Midyan and Eretz Ho'emori. Midyan does not belong to them, and Eretz Ho'emori belongs to them. Horai, by Midyan you do have to have Tvilas Kelim, and by Eretz Ho'emori you do not have to have Tvilas Kelim. Dafke now, they saw this Hiluk, and Dafke now, after the Hilchos Tvilas Kelim, Bnei Reuven, Gad, and Chatzi Menashe asked to stay in Eretz Ho'emori that belongs to the Yidden. The Minchas Yitzchok, Chelik Dalet Shuvo, Kuf Yudalet Oizdalet, says according to this, Gidulei Taharo comes out of Mordi Gechidush, that any keli that was made from materials that made from Eretz Yisrael, you won't be able to make a broch on the Tvilas Kelim. And this will be Tolui im Yesh Kinyan le'akum be'eretz Yisrael or ein Kinyan le'akum be'eretz Yisrael. And even though we have a klal, Karko eno nigzeles, but the kesef and zob inside the Karko is Tolush, and the goy could be koneh with Yiyush and Shinui Reshus, Shinui Maseh, Shinui Hashem. Like the Gemara says, Mesechtes Sukkot Av Lamed Omed Beis, how can you buy a rovos from the goyim, a vankri, the Teret is, by the Tlisho, the Yiyush, the Keli is the biggest Shinui, says Minchas Yitzchok. The Meilo, you have to make a brach in the Tefillah. And the Gedule Taharo is a Tzorech Yiyun Godel. So we have the kash again from the Ramban, why the Torah gives us the mitzvah of Tvilas Kelim by Mlchemes Midyan and not by Mlchemes Sichon and Og. If you say Tvilas Kelim is the Rabbon, it's not a kasha. But if you hold that Tvilas Kelim is Midyan Toiro, this kasha is a very strong kasha. So the Avnei Nezer wants to give an answer. He wants to be Mechadesh. There is a hevdel, a difference between Sichon and Midyan. Depends on the Kinyan Kli. How did the Keli comes to Klal Yisrael? By Midyan, it came from the young girls that they owned those Kelim. In Sichon, it came from the dead bodies. Everybody was killed. So if everyone is killed, and the Kli comes straight from Hefker to Yisrael, it does not need Tfilah. If the Kli comes from a Goy, it needs Tfilah. He brings a Gemara Masechta Kedushin Daf Yitches Umed Aleph. Rabbi Yochanan Omer, Oibet Koichovim, Yoresh, Es Oviv, Dvar Torah. Min Torah, there's a Yerusha by a Goy. By Mlchemes Midyan, there were Yorshim. Who were the Yorshim? The girls. The Kibush was not enough. You have to toivel the Kelim. Mashenki Mesichon and Og, Lo Sechaye Kol Neshomo, and the Emoirim is Bechlal, the Shivas Ho'umos. It's a mitzvah, as I say, to kill, destroy them, don't leave anything. All the Choseihem, their belongings, are hefker. The Melo, you don't need Tvilas Kelim. This is the Chidush from the Sochat Shover, Rabbi Avrom, Sochat Shover, the Avnei Nezer. The Maase, in the Sefer Tvilas Kelim from Rav Tzvi Cohen, Shlita, brings down from Shalshen Chuvas Har Tzvi, from the Gon Rav Tzvi Pesach Frank Zichron Rebrocha, that brings down this Chidush from the Sochat Shover, and he wants to say there's no raya to the Sochat Shover, he cannot be Mechadish such a big Chidush, and he wants to give a different answer. The reason why the Torah did not write this Parsha by Sichon and Og, why did the Torah give this mitzvah by Benois Midyan? Because he cannot ask Kashas in the Torah, why does this mitzvah come here or this mitzvah there? The Torah was given many different times. Some of the mitzvahs were given in Moro, some in Ohel Moed, some in Arvas Moyav, and some in Mitzrayim. This mitzvah was given late. And because of that, you cannot be Mechadesh Anu Din, that the Tfilas Kelim is taller in the Kinyan. If the guy died, or he didn't die, I want to say a different terets. But Moshe Rabbeinu did tell them the halachas by Sichon and Og. But in the Nu Milchomo, he has to remind them. And Moshe Rabbeinu forgot to remind them. That's why Elazar said, Zos chukas ha-Torah asher tzivo Hashem leimor. This is what Moshe Rabbeinu told us already before in the previous parsha. Maybe even parshas chukas ha-Torah. Ve'ein muktam u'ucher ba-Torah. Just like here, Moshe Rabbeinu had to repeat the halachos, and he forgot to remind them, and Elazar HaKohen reminded them.